What's good, guys? Today I'm here with a collective manga haul for the month of January, and as you can see, there's already manga on the table, so this is a second take. I got lost stumbling over my words, but yeah, we have the Colossal Edition 2 and 3 of Attack on Titan. I'm picking up those because I don't care enough to have the singles or the omnibuses of the series. Not a huge fan of Attack on Titan, but I feel like I need to have this story somehow, like a representation of the story in my collection, as it's a very popular series, and it's also kind of, it's definitely making manga history, that's for sure. Or more, actually I would say it's more making anime history, but yeah, I'm gonna read the manga someday. Maybe I'll like it more than I like the anime. I'm kind of turned off by the whole fandom of Attack on Titan, and the story is just not really doing it for me. But volume 2 and 3 of the Colossal Editions. Next up is volumes 7 through 11 of Terraformers. I've heard the community is kind of split on this. I haven't read any of it myself. Haven't watched. I think there's an anime. Haven't watched that. Wait, that was volume 11. This is volume 8. But yeah, I'm just slowly collecting them because these covers are really nice and the art is really cool. But I have no idea what it's about, or yeah, this is purely based off recommendations and just yeah. I think there's 21 or 22 volumes out, but I also think it's ongoing, but I'm not sure. I have volumes 1 through 11 at this point at least, so I'm like halfway there. And next up is a new favorite of mine, a new favorite rom-com at least. My Dress Up Darling, volumes 1 through 4. The anime just came out. I watched the first episode and I fell in love, and gotta say, I did my senpai is annoying and went out and bought all 4 volumes that were out as soon as I watched the first episode, and then I caught up with the scans. But yeah, I was lucky that these had just restocked because the anime was coming out. Next up is some light novels, volume 5 and 6 of ReZero. I was in town browsing my local comic store, waiting for my tattoo appointment, so I picked those up because there weren't any manga or anything that was catching my eye. They had just restocked a bunch of stuff that I wasn't really interested in, but they also restocked these, so I snacked those up since I was missing 5 and 6, and now I need the rest. Like I had 1 through 4, so yeah. Next up is a new pickup, a new series of mine, Record of Ragnarok. I feel like everybody's been picking this up. I've been kind of slow in getting this because I was waiting for my order to be with pressing send on with my seller. So, really excited to read this. I've only heard great things. I think, not only, I've heard a couple people say that it's been overrated, and I feel like you shouldn't go into this expecting that it's a literary masterpiece, but it's probably good fun, great action, great art probably. So next up, another funny series, The Way of the House Husband. I love the humor in this. It's a fantastic series, and the volumes are really pretty. Like the backs with this white and gold is super great. I really like that. Oh, my feet are asleep because I'm on the floor. Next up, Hell's Paradise, Volume 12. Series coming to an end. Really enjoying it. Hope more people were getting into it. I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to deal with the shortage of Volume 2, since I bought it before people were going crazy with manga. So, Volume 12, can't wait to read that one. Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend. I don't know, I really should stop picking up rag volumes, but I am too invested at this point. I need to see how it goes, but I've heard that people are dropping it after one of the latest chapters being shit. Boys Run the Riot. I think this is the last volume. I haven't checked it from... I'm filming this the same day as my previous video, so... yeah, I haven't managed to read or look up anything because I'm pretty much filming this like right after. Next up is a manhwa, The Breaker. Really like volume 1, and these volumes are thick and heavy, and I kind of like them, but they've also managed to keep them within the standardized size of these larger volumes from both Kodansha and Viz, which is kind of nice. But I would have preferred a single volume, the standard single volume format. But oh well. Soul Eater Perfect Edition 5. These are coming out rather slow, but I'm just gonna be picking them up, and then when they're all out, I'll be reading it. And I do, however, really like the spines. You can see the rest are up there. And volume 8 needs to come out because Snake Mommy. And now some yen press. Before I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. This is a VR MMO fantasy series, so with a power fantasy series. So if you enjoy that, this is a good read. It's very wholesome. It's very cute. The main character is just basically a little girl who accidentally makes herself super OP, and the game is trying to debuff her, but she just keeps getting new ridiculous stuff. There's an anime out, which is actually really fun. I would recommend watching that over buying the manga, I guess, just to check it out. If you enjoy the anime, however, the manga is good. But this is a manga adaptation of a light novel, so if you really want to go with the source material, go with the light novel. Then we have another series I really need to get to reading, Twin Star Exorcist. I'm a sucker for Exorcist manga, but I just haven't had the time to read this yet. But I have the entire set over there, so this is a nice addition. I really like the alternating spines between white and black. I love when the manga does that. Another manga that does that is, what's it called, Dead Man Wonderland, and I thought Kakegurui wasn't gonna do it, but as you can see up there, it doesn't. It has a random pattern. I'm not even sure why. It might have something to do with the story inside, but I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Mashle Volume 4. Mashle is hilarious. It's nothing spectacular, but it's great fun. Combines two of my favorite IPs, Harry Potter and One Punch Man, so I'm gonna enjoy reading this tonight. And we have Eden Zero, Volume 14. I'm a Hiro Mashima fan. I grew up with fairy tales, so I enjoyed the anime for Eden Zero, so I'm most definitely gonna enjoy the manga. I haven't started reading it yet, but I've been picking up the volumes as they come out. I really like his art. I know this isn't... Oh wait, this is his art. It's the new fairy tale continuation that isn't, I believe. Haven't read the new continuation yet. So, next up, Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, Volume 13. Trash. But I mean, I need this to complete Naruto eventually, so sadly, but yeah. Actually, what happens in this one? Is this... See, like, the art is just so boring. Like, it's so boring. And the volumes look pretty shit, too. Boruto was a massive L, but I'm taking the even bigger L for buying it, to be honest. The next up, we have a 7 Seas volume. Succubus and Hitman. I bought this purely off of the cover. I have no idea what it's about. But this guy reminds me of Blue Exorcist, as I said in previous videos, and I mean, it's a succubus with big ass titties, so I don't know, the art back here is kind of weird. Like, he's kind of lanky. It reminds me of a different art style back here. But, I mean, this is probably going to be good. 7 Seas publish a lot of nasty stuff that has decent stories, but probably going to be nothing spectacular in terms of, like, literary devices or anything like that. It's mainly probably just going to be tits and ass and kicking ass, like, action. Mariachi the Patriot. kind of a boring series. If you like a detective series with a bit of action, this is going to be right up your alley. But if you don't really enjoy the whole Victorian England setting, then this is probably not for you. You could check out the anime. The anime is actually pretty decent, and it is well animated. I think it's available on Crunchyroll or Funimation or something like that. Or, you know, if you have to, go out and yo-ho-ho it. But, you know, support legally where you can, you know. Undead Unlock, Volume 5. I'm enjoying this pretty decently. It's not the best thing I've ever read, but it's okay. From Volume 1 was rough, but Volume 2 was pretty good, and then it just got better, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it has staying power. It feels like it's going to be a pretty short series. But we'll see. It's kind of all over the place with the story, to be honest, but that's just how it goes. Another 7 Seas title, no matter what you say, Forza is scary. This is in the same realm as Hitomi-chan, Charlie Strangers, and Komi, and all those odd couple romances. This is, if you enjoy those, this is going to be right up your alley. I read the scans for this, so I'm just going to be putting this on the shelf next to the other volume. For future reading, maybe, if I want to reread it. So, Fly Me to the Mid, Volume 9. This is too long, but I enjoyed the anime, I guess. It's cute. It has its moments, but it's just not anything spectacular, really. Next up, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Volume 1 was great. It's not for the shonen bros out there, but it has, if you like a good fantasy story with like not rom-com, but with like slice of life elements, this is definitely gonna be up your alley. I think Volume 1 even won a prize for something. Not sure, but this deals with time really well, because this girl's basically, she lives for extremely long compared to humans, so it jumps a lot in the timeline, but you don't really notice it unless you really pay attention to the dialogue, which is really cool. Next up, a classic, I'd say, Battle Angelita, the first 2 volumes. I needed to get to free shipping to get the Breaker volume from Amazon, so I put these in my cart. I'm missing 2 that are already out, and then there's 2 more coming out, and then the original Battle Angelita series will be complete in my collection. I'm probably not gonna collect any of the other like continuations and spin-offs. I just wanted to read this. Next up is one of my personal favorite series, Tokyo Avengers Volume 25. This is the Japanese volume. Yeah, I'm collecting the Japanese volumes because I honestly never thought it was going to get an English print, since Kodansha is absolutely dog shit at running their business. But 7 Seas or Weavenwees came through and are publishing it. But I'm still going to be picking up the Japanese singles, since I bought the set of them that you can see right over there in the middle of the shelf. So I've just been picking up the singles. It's kind of expensive to import them, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to support the creator of one of your favorite mangas. And my boy Draken looking steezy as fuck, man. They all got so much drip on these covers, and it's kind of interesting because they don't have a lot of drip inside compared to on the covers. But yeah, this is about where people are kind of falling off of Tokyo Revengers, because I'm pretty sure he was told to keep it going, since it's such a successful series right now due to the anime and just people buying the manga like crazy. But yeah, Volume 25, I'm never gonna unwrap this, I think. It's mainly for the covers that I'm buying these, because I'm not sure the omnibuses we're getting will have all the original covers, since there are 2-in-1s. Hopefully they'll have them, but you never know. The last but not least is a Tame Beginner Nasty Man series that I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and I just saw that they restocked at my usual seller, so I picked them up, and that is volumes 1 through 9 of Gal Gohan. Oh no, this has a scratch. Oh well. Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8. I don't know why, but this Volume 8 feels like a dye dark volume, whereas these feel like a regular old paperback. Like, they're very different. You can even see the paper quality is different. I think it might be something about when they were printed. And these are very stiff to open. It's kind of weird. Yeah, let me know if your Volume 8 of Gal Gohan is like that. Because this Volume 9 is back to the old quality paper and is not as, like, you can see this is not stiff at all. But this, it's very stiff. But yeah, Volume 9, only one more volume to go, and that's going to be out this beginning February, I think. So that was all for this collective manga haul. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you maybe got some inspiration for some series you wanted to look into. Maybe you got reminded that some of these things have been coming out. And yeah, I hope you found this video useful and you enjoyed your time. Stick around for more in the future and have a good one.